And we are back.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back.
I feel like we haven't been here in like a week.
It felt like it was 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah. It's been a while since we've recorded. It'll be like nothing upon release. But yeah, welcome back to the 2.5 Brothers podcast.
Yeah, it's been about 2 months since we actually had time to sit down and
That
Work is fun. I love working.
I do not like working.
I love working 2 jobs. It's great.
Yeah.
How do you have time for that?
I don't.
I work 1 job and I barely have enough time.
Well, I'm working an average about 65 to 70 hours a week right now. So
Are you making money?
I'm making decent money.
Fair enough.
I need it because, well,
You have debt.
I have debts.
Womp womp.
I blame college.
Yeah, I heavily blame college.
No,
I'm about $40,000 in debt right now because of college.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's fun.
Sounds like fun.
Mm-hmm.
So if everything goes well, should be able to pay it off within like the next 2 years.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping.
Let's hope so.
Because I mean, I'm stopping paying through my loan. Stopping paying for school through my loan. So I'm just paying off the loan. I'm paying out of pocket for the semesters.
All right.
So
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
Well-
What about you, Nick? Anything interesting happened to you?
Nothing really. Just like a big purchase that I made two days ago. You guys don't want to know about it.
you're right. We don't.
All right.
All right, that's fine. I won't say it until the end of the episode.
That what? You got a computer?
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Hey, is it later yet?
Yeah, it's later. So I finally bought myself a PC, and how good do I feel about it? Oh my god.
I think you just peeked the mic.
I don't care. This is worth it. I got a PC for the first time.
I don't even have a PC.
It's coming in two weeks upon recording, give or take. Ish.
Are
yeah.
you sure?
Pretty sure.
Actually, yeah, more. It's about a week and a half.
Yeah.
Dude. It's only about a week and a half.
I'm pretty sure. I threw a trash bag
But
into space.
it's
At
good
work.
news. We could be bees.
All right.
Go home.
All it takes to make him laugh is invincible brain rot.
Yep.
All right. All right. Let's get started into the episode. So,
Yes, sir.
I got a fun little idea that I already told you guys, but can you stop doing that? Dude, for context, they're both doing the Mr. Beast pose.
I was doing the Terrifier 1 pose.
It's basically the same.
I was doing the BB pose. We can be bees.
Oh. Anyways. Shut up.
Yeah, we suck.
Yeah, I know. Alright, so we are doing another argument poll. So we remember how we did Percy Jackson versus Harry Potter?
Yes, sir.
We are going to be doing... You guys are choosing 4 Jedis and 4 Siths.
Technically, the plural of Jedi is still Jedi, so.
Alright, you get minus 1 point
Okay,
for being too much of a fucking nerd.
So we get 4
Nah,
Jedis and 4 Siths.
Alright, now you actually get minus 1. Tim was a cop-out. You just actually...
Oh, God.
Siths.
Alright, but other than that minus 1 that Steven just did, I am not going to be awarding any extra bonus points. The only point that I am going to be awarding is 1 point, and that's for the winner of this entire bracket.
Will I lose another point if I call Fuka the funny name?
Go fuck yourself.
Hey, that's Fuka.
Go fuck yourself. Alright, anyways, so, I will have you guys choose your
Give
Jedis
Tim
and
1
Siths.
second. He's putting
Yeah,
up a bracket for
I'm
us.
building the bracket right
Alright,
now, so I'll
thank
put
you.
it all
Thank
in
you for
here.
that.
And then we gotta randomize them too somehow.
I will. There's
Alrighty.
a button where you can just randomize.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alrighty, so, who wants to go first?
Since I have an actual lightsaber, can I go first?
Or how about we flip a coin or roll a dice?
I'm gonna go based off Steven. Steven just bought a lightsaber recently, so we're gonna have Steven go first.
And it's red, so I'll pick my first Sith.
All right.
Did you say General Grievous counts as a Sith?
So,
Okay.
I'm gonna caveat what Nick's saying. Good guys versus bad guys.
Basically. Yes.
Okay,
It's
good.
Star Wars Jedi versus bad guys.
He doesn't have red lightsabers. Is he a bad guy?
Yes, because all the lightsabers in his collection are stolen from Jedi.
No, but only the red lightsabers are evil.
No, that only signifies Sith.
Anyways, I choose General Grievous for my first one.
Alright. Allow me to write that down.
Yes, write that down.
Grievous.
Do we
Tim?
go,
So
are we picking all Sith first, or are we doing alternating, or how are we doing this?
as
Or
long
just
as you guys...
whatever we want.
As long as we
Whatever-
end up with 4 and 4.
You gotta end up with 4 and 4. So I'll write down S next to this.
Alright.
Signify that's 1 Sith.
I'm gonna go 4. I don't know if either of you are gonna really know who this is. Darth Nihilus.
Darth Nihilus.
Interesting.
Tell me about Darth Nihilus.
Well, Darth Nihilus is... Well, if you guys ever played the game Knights of the Old Republic, KOTOR, he's one of the main villains in KOTOR.
I've only ever played the MMO for a little bit.
Okay, so he's basically from the Old Republic. He's like one of the first real Sith to emerge in our timeline that we know of.
Really?
And he is just like ungodly powerful. And he's got a dope mask.
Alright.
Alright.
I have a question for my next one.
Yeah.
What is Starkiller? Is he a Sith?
So, he was born Jedi. He was captured by Darth Vader and trained to be a Sith, but then he rebelled against Darth Vader and is essentially like a Cal Kestis scenario.
So where would I put him?
I'd put him more so Jedi because
Alright.
I'd say he knows about
He knows both sides.
He knows both sides. He knows how to use the dark side and the light side of the
Honestly,
Force.
with that too complicated, I'm not gonna include him.
Fine, then I pick Cal Kestis.
Cal Kestis? Is that Jedi or Sith?
Jedi.
Jedi, yeah.
Oh, Cal Kestis.
From Jedi Survivor. And Jedi Fallen Order.
Yep.
Okay. I'll take that. Alrighty. Who is next? Tim.
Luke Skywalker.
Tim is choosing Luke. Yeah, I saw that coming a mile away.
Yeah.
Darth Vader.
Alright, Vader. Yep. That means also Anakin.
Yeah, I figured it'd be one or the other.
Yeah.
I didn't think it'd be both. Do you ever hear the tragedy of
Darth
Plagueis
Plagueis,
the
alright.
Wise?
I have two Sith, one Jedi, right?
Yes.
Plagueis is actually like a real Sith, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, hear me out here. Mace Windu.
Windu. Alright.
He's tired of these motherfucking electric users and his motherfucking Jedi Council.
Oh, hold on, I gotta add more teams. I realized I did it for 8 total people, not 8 each.
Alright, yeah.
But I'm good now.
Alright, sweet. Next up is you, Tim.
I mean, I'm gonna go with just like the theme, you know, bad guy, good guy, good guy. I'm gonna go with my second good guy.
Second good guy.
That's a fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi.
There we go. I will give... If you guys... I'm going to say this out right now.
Yeah.
The only other bonus point that I'm going to give, if you guess one of my favorite... guess the character I'm thinking of.
Alright.
I'm not going to say who it
Alright,
is.
I have 2 Sith and 2 Jedi, right?
Yep, you have 2. Everyone has 2.
I'm alternating my Jedi. I'm picking Ahsoka.
Oh, Shoka. Okay.
It's Ahsoka.
I know it is. I'm pissing you off.
Yeah, it doesn't piss me off.
Alright. Next up.
Let me see. I would go... You know what? Let's go with the bad boy. Darth frickin' Maul.
Alright.
Was that not who you were thinking?
Nope. But that was pretty close.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Okay, so I need a Sith. I'll pick Kylo Ren.
Ren. Kylo Ren.
The only good character from the sequels.
That's debatable.
I like Finn.
Finn is
Yeah,
definitely
until
up
they
there.
decide to not make him a
Yeah.
character.
I like him in Force Awakens. I don't.
He didn't do anything
Say
otherwise.
he's barely.
I
in
mean,
the, second
the rest
movie.
of it, he was in the movie.
I liked when they shared the lightsaber in Force Awakens.
Yeah,
that
I
was
agree.
a kind of cool
I wish they
concept.
could. I wish they went like back and forth. Like,
Yeah.
Like, boom, whoosh, boom. whoosh,
Yeah, like
kind of thing.
Steven described in the Hot Takes episode.
Oh, is that what you said?
I don't watch the episodes. What am I supposed to remember what I said?
I feel like we both said that at some point.
Yeah. Alright, anyways, next up is you, Tim.
Next up is me. I'm gonna go with the good guy. Who am I gonna go with? I will go.
I have 2 and 2 left, right?
You have 1 and 1.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Let me see. Who's another really cool good guy? Qui-Gon Jinn.
Qui-Gon. Okay. You got Obi and Qui-Gon.
Yes, sir.
And I have 3 Sith and 3 Jedi, right?
Correct.
For my last Jedi, Why not Master Yoda?
I was debating between Yoda and Qui-Gon for that last one.
Alright. So, yeah. Now you have one Sith left, Steven. Tim?
I have 1 and 1, correct?
You have 1 and 1.
Alright, let me go... This is a joke answer. Let me go Darth Jar Jar.
Alright. Darth Jar Jar.
No, God, who's another really cool one?
I hate to say it, but Rey is kind of actually strong.
She's strong. I just don't like the character development she had. Because there was basically...
They made her strong for no reason.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Darth Bane.
Darth Bane?
Yes, sir.
Remind us who Darth Bane is?
Nope. They'll come up when we're my
Okay,
my part
that's
bracket.
fine.
And then for my last one, which is a Sith,
Yeah, there's a Sith.
why not Count Dooku?
Alright.
Damn. You know, I'm gonna give his Sith name.
Darth Sidious.
Nope. Lord Tyrannus.
That's Darth Tyrannus. Sidious is fucking the Emperor.
Yeah.
I like Count Dooku better.
I like Tyrannus. He's so
Darth Tyrannus sounds
Okay, but
dope.
hear me out here. I was trained in your Jedi arts by Count Dooku.
Hello there.
Alright.
No. So wait, did Dooku just teach General Grievous to kneel down and fucking spin his head?
Clearly.
Alright, this is what you do if you see a Jedi.
And Tim, your last choice, and it is a Jedi.
You know what? I'm just gonna go with, good.
Chewbacca.
I'm gonna go with a good old-fashioned person, not super well known, but he's pretty dope. I'm gonna go Kit Fisto.
Kit Fisto. Nice.
Sure shows Ezra. I think he's pretty strong.
All right, I'm gonna.
Alright, so
Shuffle
since
these
none of you
boys
guessed
out.
the bonus character,
Who was it?
my bonus character was a Sith, Darth Revan.
Oh, fair.
I definitely thought Count Dooku was it.
No. Alrighty, so we wrote down all the characters.
Yes, sir.
Tim, remind everyone who everyone has.
Well, I already shuffled them up.
Did you not write who we have?
Oh, I did right, but I wanted to...
So,
Alright.
Okay, so he already shuffled them though.
Alright, so...
Yeah.
Anyways, Steven has General Grievous, Cal Kestis, Vader, Mace Windu, Ahsoka, Kylo Ren, Yoda, and Darth Tyrannus, also known as Count Dooku.
Yes.
Tim has Darth Nihilus, Luke, Darth Plagueis the Wise, Obi-Wan, Darth Maul, Qui-Gon, Darth Bane, and Kit Fisto. Alrighty. So, now...
Give Tim 1 second, he's doing a thing.
Yep, we'll give Tim a second. We'll probably do a cut here.
Nah, we're not gonna cut,
Nope.
we're just gonna keep talking.
Yep. Keep talking over me.
So anyways, Jedi... So, I feel like if I picked Starkiller, I might have just won.
Yeah, so that's why I'm kind of like...
What do you
that's
think? If I picked Starkiller,
If
I'd
you-
have just won.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's why I had to pick him before anyone else picked him. Because,
Yeah.
What did he do? Did he tear down a fucking ship from orbit or something?
Mm-hmm.
With the Force?
Just because he could.
Just because he could. He's strong.
Isn't
think
he like one of the strongest Force users in like the entire Star Wars universe?
I think so.
One of.
Yeah.
Another one is Anakin. So why did I choose Darth Vader instead of Anakin again?
They're more... Well, they're the same.
Darth Vader's technically weaker than Anakin.
That is true.
All right.
Because the suit depowers him.
Alright.
All right. First up, we have Mace Windu versus Darth Maul.
Alrighty.
So-
Let me set this up. I'm gonna write this all down.
Right off the bat, I'm thinking...
Hang on.
Wait, what point Darth Maul is this?
I'm thinking Clone Wars Darth Maul with the robot legs and
I was thinking full Darth Maul, like peak Darth Maul.
peak Darth Maul is
It is Clone Wars.
Is the,
It is
okay.
legit Clone Wars, yeah. Alright, so we'll do Mace Windu versus Darth Maul.
I don't know. I feel like Mace Windu might have the edge here. Darth Maul was scared of Sidious. Mace Windu held his own against Sidious and would have won unless Anakin interrupted.
yes.
Wait,
However.
I'm gonna set like a minute timer.
All right.
Alright?
Yep.
And on 3, 2, 1, continue.
Okay. However, you have to remember, Mace Windu. Not only did Anakin defeat him in one strike, He also went out the window.
You just wanted to say that line.
I really just wanted to say that.
Okay, but seriously though, I think it was because he caught Windu off guard. Windu had all his focus on Palpatine sitting right in front of him.
Yes.
Not to mention, it wasn't Anakin that did it. It was Palpatine pretending to not. Oh, wait.
Anakin chopped off his arm. Darth Sidious, unlimited powered him out the window.
I mean, same for Darth Maul. Darth Maul got his legs chopped up and he fell down.
He fell down, and he's still alive.
Okay, and so is Windu.
But we don't know that.
Okay, you know what Samuel Jackson says?
Samuel L. Jackson believes he's still alive.
Final 5 seconds.
Final 5 seconds. Darth Maul, double lightsaber, extremely powerful, and he's a Night Brother.
Mace Windu, one of the tougher styles of lightsaber, and dark side and light side.
I have chosen my winner. All right, next fight.
Wait, we need to know who moves on.
So we'll do that. We'll do that after.
I think we should know who moves on first.
No, because we'll go down the row, and then afterwards he'll tell us who won each fight.
I agree with Tim.
Damn.
Yeah. Luke Skywalker versus Ahsoka.
Hang on. Oh God. Hang on. How would this work?
I think Ahsoka can beat Luke.
I don't.
I do.
I don't think so at all, because if you watched Mando Season 3, which I don't think you have,
Nope.
Ahsoka is being trained by Luke.
Hear me out here, though. If we're just going based off, like, appearances in TV... Oh, wait, shit. Luke doesn't do a whole lot, though, in the movies.
He doesn't do a whole lot in the movies, however, he's a very quick learner, and he held his own against the Emperor.
And Ahsoka held her own against Vader multiple times.
Yeah. And not only is Luke able to hold himself against the Emperor, he is literally the son of Vader, meaning, in Star Wars lore, you inherit the ability of your parents. You inherit the Force ability of your Force-bearing parents.
Alright, I guess I just lose this one.
Final 10 seconds, unless you have any
Steven,
side
give up?
comments.
I just give up.
Yeah. There was no way you were winning against.
Alright, time for Steven to fight himself.
Actually?
Yep. Yoda
It's Cal with the
We probably
C.
should have shuffled this better.
I shuffled it like 30 times.
Oh, alright. So it's Cal versus...
versus Yoda. Sorry. Cal
All right.
versus Yoda.
Steven, who do you think would win?
Cal Kestis has Force abilities that not even Yoda has.
True.
He can slow down time. He can see the past almost. He has like 5 different styles of lightsaber combat. From double-bladed to 2 blades to fucking heavy to even with a blaster. I feel like his weapon mastery is higher than Yoda's.
Agreed.
And he has more Force abilities than Yoda.
So we're going to choose Cal over Yoda?
Yep.
Alright,
Yeah.
that was an easy fight. Alright, next up.
Darth Nihilus versus Darth Vader.
I don't know anything about Nihilus, but I know that Vader's like the second most powerful Sith.
Yeah, Darth Vader.
And he
wins
fucking
this.
blitzes
Alright.
most people.
Darth Vader
You're not even going to argue?
I'm not even going to argue this.
Alright,
Darth
Vader
Nihilus
wins
loses
by
to Vader.
default. Alright, hang on. Wait, who had Mace Windu? Alright, I'm gonna keep this up. Who had Luke? Yeah, I kind of just revealed the winners.
Yep. All right, back to back Steven things. Kylo Ren versus Grievous.
Kylo Ren versus Grievous.
I do not know. Grievous is strong, but so is Kylo Ren, and his lightsaber is more powerful than most other lightsabers because he cracked his crystal.
What I will say is, while Kylo Ren is strong, he had to basically learn his own type of strength because
No one could teach him.
No one could really teach him. The only person that tried teaching him was Luke, and Luke
Tried to kill him.
Luke tried to kill him.
Didn't Supreme Leader Snoke teach him a little bit?
I love Supreme Leader Snoke, my favorite character that didn't end up mattering at all.
So Snoke basically, he didn't.
Was Snoke a failed Palpatine clone?
I don't know. I'm imagining. Snoke necessarily didn't teach Kylo how to use the dark side. He basically he didn't teach him how to fight or anything. He just basically taught Kylo how to let the dark side in.
Speaking of which, I forgot that he actually existed until Nick just brought him up.
Me too, actually.
Yeah.
What I also say about that is
Kylo does have Force. Grievous does not.
No, I was gonna say Kylo. He has Force, but his only Force lineage to his direct parents is through Leia, who has very little Force ability.
She had enough Force to save herself. Ugh, we're getting into sequel talk now. I hate this.
Well, you're the one who picked Kylo Ren.
Well, the sequels needed some representation.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Listen, I just like Kylo Ren.
All right.
I personally would put Grievous ahead.
Final verdict. Who would win?
I
Kylo
would
Ren or
put Grievous. I would put Grievous ahead.
I'd put Grievous.
Yeah.
Does that mean that he gets Kylo Ren's lightsaber, though?
A fine addition to my collection.
Alright, I know this is not going to move on, but personally, I would choose Kylo Ren. Only because, like, his Force abilities are pretty, like, unique to each of their own. Like, he's able to stop, like, blasters and just walk away, have a casual conversation. Like, you haven't really seen many
He
people
has
do
Force, like, stop and slow.
that. He can stop things just because.
I think we should throw Kylo back ahead.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that part.
Alright, I'll give you that the pass for this one.
Yeah.
Alright, so Kylo Ren.
Plus, I feel like he's still better than Grievous in a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. As
Alright.
much as he is a fucking temper tantrum.
All right. I got 3 back-to-backs for my. Actually, no. I got 2 back-to-backs for myself right now. Darth Bane versus Darth Plagueis.
I don't know anything about Darth Bane, and I barely know anything about Darth Plagueis,
Except the copy pasta.
except for the cop.
Alright, so tell us about Darth Bane.
So, like I started saying, he is one of the most powerful Siths to have ever lived. He's back in the era of the Old Republic. I'm gonna actually pull up a picture of him on my phone. This kind of also sways my opinion of him because he's badass as hell.
And he looks cool.
Yep.
I mean, has Darth Plagueis actually done anything?
I mean, he actually did create life.
He created life, and he found a way to stop death.
But he died.
He did die.
So how effective was him stopping death, really?
Well, because he had to be conscious to do it, is the thing. Here, my friend, is Darth Bane.
Oh yeah, I've seen him before.
Here's Darth Bane.
Oh,
Although,
he looks like Quan Chi
Although
as a
he-
Jedi.
although, do you got any? Do you got a picture with any more pixels on him?
No.
All right, well,
Because it's all pretty much just ripped from like covers and stuff of the game.
all right, well, Tim, since this is your matchup, who do you think wins?
As much as I love Darth Bane, Darth Plagueis is just
He's too good.
he's too powerful. He literally created life from pure midichlorian.
Just because.
Just because.
What life did he create?
Anakin. Anakin is pure midichlorian. He basically did God's non-sexual insemination of whatever her name, Mary or whatever,
Shmi.
into Shmi, but with midichlorians instead of holy power.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that how Grogu was born?
No.
all right. So next.
Is Grogu just Yoda's and Yaddle's?
Species. Yes.
No, I'm saying it. Did Yoda
No.
and Yaddle?
No. He is completely unrelated to them as far as we know. He is just part of their species.
Yeah.
Next up,
Next
Qui-Gon
up.
Jinn versus Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, that's.
I mean,
I'm surprised they matched up.
Yeah. It's Obi-Wan fucking Kenobi, dude.
Qui-Gon's so strong.
Arguably one of the strongest Jedis.
Yes. However, Qui-Gon immediately died to Darth Maul, whereas
Okay,
Obi-Wan
okay,
immediately
but-
killed Darth Maul.
Okay, but hear me out here. If this is the fucking Disney, that stab wouldn't have meant anything. Disney stabs don't mean anything.
But it wasn't Disney. This was back in Lucasfilm's era.
Fucking hate that Disney stabs don't
And
mean anything.
final fight.
Kit Fisto versus Darth Tyrannus.
Are you kidding me? Kit Fisto stands no chance.
I know. Literally, I threw Kit Fisto in just because I like his name. I like Kit Fisto, but he has so little character development. We know almost nothing about him.
So Kit Fisto versus Dooku. Dooku clears.
wins. Yep.
Clears.
Yeah, and who had Dooku?
Him.
Yeah. All right, so you guys have an even amount. All right, so Mace Windu versus Darth Maul.
Go from the
Hold
top.
up,
so
hold
I
up.
don't
Yep.
forget anything.
Kylo Ren went through. It was
Vader.
Who went through? Who went through? Nihilus or Vader? It was Vader, right?
It was Vader.
Yeah,
you,
that's what I
you
thought.
said it was by a landslide.
And then Cal Kestis went through. Luke Skywalker, right?
Yeah.
So Mace Windu went, Luke Skywalker went, Cal went.
and then we're good. We got
Vader.
one.
Yeah, yeah. I just needed I just needed Luke versus Ahsoka.
Alrighty, so now we'll do the next. Make it so that you guys are versing each other constantly.
Can't do that.
It cannot do that. That is not how this works.
Alright, that's fine.
They're already in a bracket.
Alright, that's fine. So next.
I mean, maybe it would help if he saw what was on your screen.
Yeah. I'm coming over.
Ugh, stop running every red light. To hell with the closure.
Alright, so.
Do you see what it is now, Nick?
Yep, I do. See. So, Mace Windu versus Luke Skywalker. That's you two versing each other.
Yep. Ready? Luke Skywalker solos.
That's not fair. I really don't think Luke Skywalker is all that powerful.
Let me set that timer.
Movie Luke Skywalker.
Three,
Comic Luke Skywalker is a different thing.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, Luke Skywalker. We're talking Star Wars characters. We're not specifically talking movies, okay? We can talk all continuity. Luke Skywalker, as a whole, through all of his character arcs between all the movies, shows, and comics and books, is literally probably the most powerful Force user besides Prime Anakin.
Do I even get an argument here?
That's up to you. If you want to try arguing.
You're just gonna shut me down. Okay, Luke wins.
My only argument again for Mace Windu and Luke Skywalker. Mace Windu's black.
I mean, that does bump him up a few points.
Isn't he like the only black Jedi, as we know?
As far as I can remember, yes.
Yeah.
He's the only black human-looking Jedi.
Yeah.
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca's definitely black. But that's another topic we'll get into.
All right,
So this is both Steven?
Both Steven. Cal versus Darth Vader.
Okay, so I don't know which game it is, but one of the games, Cal goes up against Darth Vader,
That's the end of Fallen Order.
and I'm pretty sure he can't damage him at all.
So that just kind of checks out?
Correct.
All right.
But counterpoint, I feel like at the end of by the end of the games, Cal's going to be one of the stronger Jedis out there.
I agree, but
in
in his current form, as far as we know him, Darth Vader is tenfold stronger, you know?
Alright, so we'll go Vader?
I almost put Cal through by accident.
That sucks. I wish Cal could. My guys got fucked.
Yeah.
You kind of did.
Kylo Ren versus Darth Plagueis.
I feel like Kylo Ren can kill Darth Plagueis.
Yeah, but
I feel like Kylo Ren is better at fighting than Plagueis would be. Plagueis seems more wise for...
he is Darth.
He feels like the
Plagueis
Gandhi
wise.
of... Alright, let me start. 3, 2, 1, go.
So
Darth Plagueis feels like he'd be better at sitting down and being evil, like planning-wise, whereas Kylo Ren's more, I'm gonna fuck you now and ask you questions later.
So, who do you think would win in a battles head-to-head, tactics versus tactics, Kylo Ren or the Emperor?
I think Kylo Ren could get ahead on the Emperor. Not tactics-wise, but fighting-wise.
In terms of everything, Palpatine learned everything he knew from Darth Plagueis. Darth Plagueis was Palpatine's master.
I think Kylo could take the Palpatine.
But remember, we're talking not necessarily Palpatine, but Palpatine's master.
I really think Kylo could take this. His lightsaber is stronger than anything Plagueis would have at that point.
Is it more powerful than the ability to control the midichlorian levels?
Final 10 seconds.
You said that he wasn't that good at Force, though, so there wouldn't be a lot
I didn't say he wasn't good at Force.
I think Kylo wins.
Alright, conclusions?
I mean, I'll give it to him, but I don't agree with it.
I think Kylo has a real good chance to win.
I'll give it on Steven for now, but again...
we can't change it
close.
once it goes through, so...
Yeah, so... I'll give it to Steven, but the fight is close.
And let's go fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth Tyrannus.
And this is
This is 1-1.
both of you versus each other?
Yep.
Okay, so let me write this down.
It took Anakin and Obi-Wan to take down Count Dooku in the second movie or the third movie.
Yeah.
And Count Dooku beat both their asses in the second movie.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, which what Obi-Wan are we talking
Prime.
I'm talking Prime Obi-Wan,
about? Okay.
which is
Hello
Ewan
there.
McGregor, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Alec Guinness also said hello there. That was his first line in New Hope. But yes, Darth Tyrannus, Dooku, is is far and above.
He's probably the best lightsaber user.
He's the best duelist of almost any character we've seen. So I as much as I hate to do it, I do agree.
You're going to.
I agree. He goes ahead.
All right, so Count Dooku wins.
So right now I'm going 1 for 3.
1 for 3.
It's Luke Skywalker versus the world.
Yeah. All right, so first round, Luke Skywalker
versus Darth Vader.
Oh, we already know how this song and dance goes.
Well, but that was Luke before he actually had any true training.
I mean, we're doing their prime.
All right, so I'm gonna
prime exactly.
All right, semifinals. I'll give you a minute and 30 seconds. Ready, set,
Nah,
go.
just give us the minute.
Yeah,
just
Does Darth Vader just lose?
Kind of, yeah.
So Darth Vader loses. You're not even gonna argue with that.
I'm not gonna argue with it.
I feel like you picking Luke was bullshit.
It's completely fair.
It is
completely fair.
All right, Kylo Ren versus Count Dooku.
Dooku, yeah.
Dooku.
Absolutely.
All right, so the
No
final
chance.
fight is Luke.
The only thing that Kylo had over Dooku was the better lightsaber.
Yep. All right, final fight.
All right, I'm giving you guys 2 minutes.
Nah.
Let's go.
All right, ready,
Okay, does
set.
Dooku even stand a chance?
Not really.
Dooku does know electrical abilities.
Fuck.
Barely though.
Barely.
Like he can use them, but he is not well versed in that part of the dark side.
He just liked the politics of the dark side better,
correct.
really.
He's less of like a
True Sith.
He's less of a true Sith as more he's a separatist leader. Separatist being the evil government essentially in the prequels. And not to mention, like I said before, Luke inherited his Force abilities from his father, and his father destroyed Count Dooku at the end.
Well, fuck.
I guess that settles
The
it.
come from behind victory.
Going 1 and 3,
Going 1 and 3.
and you still managed up top. Well,
Yep.
Tim is our winner of.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I had to fight myself.
Yeah,
Yep.
that is true. If
Yeah,
this was a little bit more organized, that would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
But I did like. This is a good episode.
I like it.
Yeah. Alrighty, so obviously Tim wins, so that means Steven is going to be our next host, which I'm thinking you kind of wanted that to happen.
Kinda, but I didn't want to get swept so fucking hard.
I mean, to be fair, it is Tim's fault for choosing Luke Skywalker.
Should have let me choose.
So, in other words, Luke Skywalker is now the new Goku, so you can never mention him again.
Question. Could Starkiller have beaten Luke?
Yeah.
Is there anyone else that could have beaten Luke?
Starkiller could beat Luke.
I feel like Cal could have beat Luke.
I feel like Cal, once he's like fully realized, can beat Luke.
Yeah. Who could have beat Luke? So Starkiller, Cal, if he was fully awakened.
Probably by game 3.
Yeah.
Could Obi-Wan beat Luke?
I mean,
Probably not.
probably not. The way that we were talking about it, Obi-Wan got soloed essentially by Dooku, and Luke solos Dooku. So
That is true.
and we're talking Prime. So unless we're talking, the Rise of Skywalker Luke versus Prime Obi-Wan, then I don't think there's a chance.
I hate Rise of Skywalker.
Me too.
Yeah. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Could General Grievous have taken down Luke? I feel like that one's a
I
maybe
feel like-
because that's
I feel like if he spun his lightsabers fast enough.
I feel like that's unorthodox enough to throw off Luke.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Luke is very much a tactics-based character.
And General Grievous has no tactics whatsoever.
No. He's-
It's just sword tricks. That's all it is. All right. So, any final remarks about this?
I feel cheated out.
You know what? Good for you. Bye-bye!